Good morning. My name is Lana. This is the Lighthouse. Guys, this is a collective reading, but it's a map reading as well. I pulled out my, first of all, this reading may not resonate for all of you. This is a transformational message going into the near future where someone's been really working hard on changing their perspective of how they see things. This is for somebody on the East Coast. I got the, North Carolina, West Virginia area, Pennsylvania on the coast, okay? Literally, when I put my hand on the map, it's like hot there, okay? With my hand, it's like, whew, the energy's hot there. So, this is where somebody is being triggered by somebody else, something being mirrored back to you. And it's really triggering you to transform yourself. You already know, this is somebody that already knows that they are a light worker. They know that they're going through a deep shift. And they also know they're going through spiritual awakenings and they're starting to really get some clarity. So, this is somebody who is stepping into their power. We've got Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And you've got this spark going on in your sacral or your solar plexus. I'm not sure. But anyway, in the lower part of you, that is really some very strong transformational energy coming in of somebody who is really feeling the need to shine their light, really wanting to move on from where they've been. This is somebody that knows where they want to go, or they at least are feeling and starting to see in their reality where they want to go. Because whoever you are, you're stepping into your divine feminine energy, whether you're a male or a female, it doesn't matter. And you're getting energetic upgrades. And you're starting to feel the energy in a different way than you've felt it before. And it's really feeling uplifting to you. Okay, you might start feeling this in the next new moon cycle. Okay, whoever this is resonating for, or a new moon cycle sometime in the near future. Okay, these readings have no time on them. This is whenever it resonates with you, it's yours at that time, okay? So, this is somebody that's really going through a lot of shifts and looking at the lessons that they've recently learned over maybe the past year or 6 months to a year, they're saying. And you're starting to see patterns of behavior. This is all about patterns, where you realize that past generations have been doing the same thing, and the universe is telling you that it is time to move on from those. It is time to break free. So you're seeing people around you that are causing you to go, wait a minute, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay? Rather you're overgiving, rather you're always taking on projects that you know when you're wanting to say no. This is learning how to say no. I did a morning epiphany about that recently too. And somebody is really looking at the patterns of their family, things that they've seen their family do for several generations, and saying it's time to break this. And it feels like your ancestors are lined up behind you saying, yes, we need to change this, because we're no longer in this time. The time in the near future is not of overgiving. It's giving people the information to figure it out for themselves, and then they have the choice to do it or not do it. So you're seeing something really clear where you know that this is no longer the way to do this, that it is time for you to step up and lead in a different way, okay, however that might be, okay? And this is huge transformational energy in the near future, so much so that the Pluto of Aquarius is really that energy is really starting to change you right down to your DNA. You see how Isis is sitting here on her throne and it's all gold? Okay? She's got this pink heart chakra, right? And she's starting to sit in her power, her aura. She's stepping into the energy of her upper auras. And she's changing, because we got the DNA code here. She's changing how she shines her light in the world and how she is realizing that when to say yes and when to say no. You are really, whoever this is, you are really starting to transform and know that there's a different way of moving forward, okay? And you're feeling like you're on the right path, but you're still trying to fine tune some things. So we've got men talking, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So you're really having these deep shifts in yourself, your higher conscious mind. Like this is like your higher conscious mind going, how can I now move forward and take what I've learned, transmute it, and help people or change the world in whatever way I'm trying to change the world, even if I'm just changing myself and how I view the world. How am I using this newfound gift, this newfound power to transform and help people by encouraging them to do it themselves? Okay? And they want you to know that in some sort of way, there's something that they're saying no, wait, pause, say no. So you're getting ready to be faced with some kind of a choice here where you're going to be faced with more than one decision of how you want to move forward with this. Maybe you got offered a new job and you want to move. Maybe the company you work for wants you to move to another place, and you're having to think about it before you do, because it involves selling your house, moving away from all your friends, or maybe it's even not wanting to let go of some people, or letting go of not wanting to let go of some people, and the universe is saying no. You need to do this. Okay, so it's a no that's actually a yes, I'm feeling. So you're being called to step up to your higher self and follow that guidance wherever it may lead you. They don't want you to keep doing the same thing you've been doing. Okay, so if it takes a little while to integrate that energy, just realize that it's coming in, and out of the blue, all this, you may have some turmoil going on, but out of the blue, you're going to know where your path is. Some of you, if you keep going down the path that you've been doing, you're going to run into this electric wall. You're going to run into this, you're definitely going to get a feeling of it's time to change this, okay? And then we've got Anrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So some of you might actually be feeling the energy of needing to move from where you're at. And even if you can't do it right now, the universe is going to help you open up ways to get to where you need to be. All you have to do is ask. Your angels cannot interfere with you unless you ask. Okay? So you're being triggered to do something in a different way. And you have ancestors trying to help you as well. Okay? Rather, maybe you're, okay. So the angels just said, some of you are being stepped up to called to heal the earth. Maybe you're being called to go to a place where, you'll be paid for your time and energy of helping to clean up some kind of ground, or maybe you'll be called, oh wow, they said maybe another country, one of these countries right now that's having issues. What is it? Ukraine's having issues. I think there's a couple of others too. I can't think. Maybe you'll be called to move out of the country to go help clean up something, or maybe you're being called to do some kind of work with the earth. Maybe you're being called to move closer to a national forest where they really need people to help plant trees, right? In some kind of way, whatever you're doing is going to help shift and heal the earth herself, okay? And this is not something your family's ever done, so this is going to be a new journey for you. And whatever this is, and see how she's standing here, and she's stepping into these higher chakras, but she's also getting messages from the universe of where to go. So listen to your intuition very sharply at this time, because you might be getting little snippets of psychic dreams. You might be getting, you might start seeing ads that are saying, we need people to come work for what was that thing they used to have? The Peace Corps. Maybe you're being called to go into the Peace Corps, or maybe you're being called to move your family. Maybe you're even being called to move your family to another part of the country where other members of your family are, that just went through something. I'm hearing tornado. So if you're on the East Coast, you're not living in Tornado Alley, right? So what are they saying? They're saying Kansas, Missouri, Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming, Iowa. Where's Tornado Alley at? Illinois? It's like in the middle of the United States somewhere. Maybe somebody recently had a tornado or some kind of weather thing, and you're being called to step up and go there, or go and go help some family. The universe, they're saying, the angels are saying the universe will provide for your needs if you go there, wherever it is they're telling you to go. Okay? You're definitely being highly encouraged to take this leap of faith. And whatever way this is coming through to you, some of you might actually be hearing, okay, I'm hearing Mary. Somebody have a relative named Mary? Mary Grace? Mary gets grace? Mary and Grace? Or maybe somebody has an ancestor named Mary or Grace that has passed on, that is giving you messages. Whoever you are, you're getting a message from an ancestor, and you know that this ancestor is now giving you guidance. Somebody's got an ancestor stepping up and giving them guidance. Some of you might start feeling like you're getting messages from animals. Some of you might find a totem, a new totem come in. Like, this has got a, I think it's a mountain lion, and what's the other, a penguin? Let me get my glasses. Some of you might have a new totem step in. Flowers from heaven. There's a dog. There's an eagle. Oh no, those are, it's an elephant. It's an elephant. Elephants never forget, my mother used to say. An eagle means freedom. This might give you wings. Like, they're showing me the Red Bull commercials. Someone is going to step into their energy, and it's going to feel like it gives you wings. Oh wow. So I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there's also, where is he? There's also a male ancestor here. Can you see the face? I think he's got glasses on. He does. He's got glasses on. He's not on the other side. Some of you might, in the near future, start having an ancestor come through. A male ancestor or a feminine ancestor. This also feels like something to do with your lineage. Because see, she looks like she's Chinese or Japanese. It's going to give you wings, I'm hearing. Elephants never forget. Panthers are stealthy, sneaky. I really feel like somebody is being guided here by a male ancestor, because he's kind of in the background. So you might, maybe this was a husband and wife team at some point, or an aunt and an uncle. Maybe this was a favorite aunt or grandmother, and this was a favorite uncle or something like that. But you're getting messages from these ancestors that have already passed away, and you're getting these strong nudges of where to go, okay? But they also want you to know not to forget to be so serious. Make sure to find joy. Don't forget how to have fun. Because even in the most traumatic moments, remembering to keep the joy helps keep the balance. So I'm feeling like they're talking about some balance here coming in as well. Actually moving to this, maybe whatever way you're going to move and transform in the near future is actually maybe going to bring you actually more joy, because you're going to feel more fulfilled from whatever it is you're doing. Okay? So, let me pull some runes. Again, this is someone on the East Coast, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. Actually, it's feeling like it's moving down. So somebody might be, because the other day it was up higher. So somebody might be on the East Coast and being called to move further south, because that's where the energy feels like it's going. Okay? When I use my hand, it feels like that's where the energy is going, is someone moving down south. So somebody might be being called to move to another place on the East Coast. I'm also hearing this could be a timely warning. because the northern East Coast doesn't hit like Maine and all of them. Maine and New York, Pennsylvania, they all get, well, all those, even Virginia, all those places get hit by snow in the winter, right? So you might be being cautioned to move before winter sets in. But I'm feeling this energy is moving down the coastline. Maybe you're being called to connect with some relatives of, some relatives of this aunt and uncle or this grandparents, some other cousins, or somebody else in your family is also, I think, being called on a similar journey. It might be time just to reach out and call some of your relatives if you have some that live further south of you, whether it's staying on the coast or moving inland or something like that. I'm hearing choppy waters. Ooh. Okay. Guys, right behind my right ear, where I pick up the incest, where I pick up passed on people there. So I feel like, okay, so I'm feeling like somebody's ancestor who's passed on is giving you some strong messages at this time. They want you to pay attention. And maybe it's time to take a vacation. Maybe it's time to, you're being divinely guided. I know that. They're wanting you to say no to something because it's not the right path for you. Okay? They're wanting you to go in a different direction, but do the similar work. Yeah. Somebody's ancestor is talking to them very loud. You're either getting psychic dreams about this person, or somebody in your past that also was on a different path is trying to help you to see the new path as well. Okay? Let's pull some runes on this. Yeah. Somebody's ancestor came in, so that was a yes for somebody, a definite yes. There's some path you're getting ready to go down. They don't want you to do that. They want you to go in a different direction because you're transforming, and it's being caused by whatever's triggering you. Rather, it's something within yourself that's saying where I'm at is no longer the right place to be. Wherever I'm at is no longer the place to be. That's what they're saying. What else do you want to tell them? Opening. There's a new opening or opportunity coming in for you. Reap the rewards of harvest. So this rune usually means a year. So sometime in the next year is what the timing is on this. Reaping the rewards of your harvest. Learning something new. It's going to shake things up. And when it shakes things up, that's how you're going to know what the truth is. Okay? Some kind of, because this is impartial. This is not, or you're going to see something play out that it's going to affect you, but it's not directed at you. Does that make sense? Okay, what else? New journey. Guys, that cannot be more flippin' clear. Okay, oh my gosh. Guys, that cannot be, okay. Opening, reaping the rewards of your harvest, impartial, journey. Again, another year. This involves the chariot going around the world in a year. Okay, it's a whole thing of this. It's one whole year of the sun. Okay, and then this is also a journey too. Okay, repeating the words of heart. So sometime within the next year, for whoever this message is for. Oh, this one just jumped into my damn hand. What is this one? Partnership. So you might be finding a new partner, working more with your angels. Some kind of partnership is by moving is going to, okay. Someone is going to go on some type of journey, and this is where you're going to find some kind of partnership with the divine, some kind of a new partner, somebody new you're going to work with. And that's number 5 rune on there, so that's a rune of change. Okay. Leaving the past behind. Somebody is going through a transformational cycle where they are telling you, and we're up to 6. What's this last one? New foundation. Building something new. The angels, ancestral land. Let me look something up, guys. What else is the esoteric meanings for? almost turn. Actually, the rune right before this one is breakthrough. Doggus. Okay. Meaning in divination. The O is the rune of oneness. Tap into oneness and you tap into everything by virtue of the fact that everything's connected into one giant web. Oddly enough, the internet could be called a representation of Othala because it shows the interconnectedness of everything as it moves into the whole of oneness. I recently did a channeled reading where it was talking about even about people becoming more like in a web, like the web, okay? By their experience, oneness, or as the Norse might say, woundness, you have wisdom about everything that was, will be, and is. Energy is always on a 1-to-1 ratio, for this is the essence of the Orlog, the energy that brings everything together into one. Orlog also begins with the letter O. So does Othala. When you reach the state of Othala, your desires manifest according to your intention, and you become wise like Odin. Othala may represent everything coming to divine fruition. You could see this as fruition as well. New partnerships, new things working out, and the opening rune as well. Okay? Coming to divine, or on the other pole, being completely destroyed as in Ragnarok. It is all or nothing as the third et closes into what can only be termed as the divine forces of oneness. If you travel wisely through the runic stream, you become one with everything and become a divine being. So this is, again, that transformation they're talking about, guys. Someone is going to be doing some kind of a transformational journey and connecting with oneness. Okay? You're going to start seeing things a lot. I think a lot of more clarity is going to come in. Or maybe you're even going to be, because of this triggering, you're going to come to yourself in a way that you're going to realize where you're at or what information you're getting is true, and you're meant to move on. I'm being pointed out to this map, to the Appalachian Mountains. Maybe someone has some relatives in the Appalachian Mountains, and that's where you're being encouraged to go, even though that's inward. If you resist the Orlog and refuse to heed the wisdom of the runes, you go down in a hail of destruction to rise once again in the primal fire of Fihu. Fihu is the first rune, and it is the rune of generative energy. So that would be starting all over again. So you're definitely getting this advice from your ancestors and the runes to heed this warning. Okay? All paths hopefully lead you to this divine state of affinity with oneness, at which level anything is possible. New opportunities. That's that opening at the very beginning of the rune. Okay? At the very beginning of the rune message. And the cards. What is mirroring? What is triggering you? Be careful what you dream, because it will become reality. So guys, this is definitely a message of it's time to move. Rather, it's mental. There's some kind of an opening coming available to you. Okay? That you're going to reap the rewards of harvest of something you've already done. Because something isn't going to happen that has nothing to do with you. Yet it's going to definitely... It's definitely, you've got the journey, a new partnership, either with the divine or with yourself, and leaving the past behind and getting a new foundation. You are definitely being encouraged by the universe to grab the bull by the horns and do what you have to make it happen. Okay? And that's 7 runes right there. So that's from the angels as well. And what do we want to tell them, angels, to sum this up? What do you want to sum this up in? 3 runes? 5 runes? I was hearing 3. Something where you're at. We got Perth, the rune of secret, or actually it's also the rune of dice. It's the rune of fate. It's the rune of people used to put this when they used to back in the day when they would play dice games and stuff like that. They would use the rune Perth for them to help win, because this can also be considered as a dice cup. It can also be considered like a cauldron, okay? But it means mysteries. It means things coming to light. So there might be something coming to light that makes you realize where you're at is very toxic, okay? That's what I'm picking up on, all right? So something around you is just not sitting right anymore. But you are being protected. Because, again, we got that Hagalaz rune, which is talking about it's impartial. So something going on around you that is no longer good for you. Listen to your intuition. That's Anzu. Right side up, Okay, so you're getting these intuitive nudges, and they want you to pay attention to them. It may take it looks like it may take up to a year for you to reap the rewards of the harvest. So start planning now, because in some sort of way you're being told to move, to shift, in rather it's allegorical in your mind, in your soul, of what's breaking open and coming to be, or it's literal, physical time to go. You know what I'm saying? What else? Guys, that's one of the most positive runes you can get. Say yes to this journey. Okay? So that's the ending rune there. I'm not gonna pull any more because I'm feeling like that's the message. Okay? So some of you are getting the nudges and these ancestors, or these ancestors are coming in because they don't want you to repeat the patterns of all your past ancestors. Okay? Of all the ones that came before you. They're wanting you to move away from whatever it is that you're noticing in your family that your family's always done. Okay? My family has always been fishermen on my father's side. On my mother's side, what I know of them, they always helped feed everybody. My grandmother fed everybody in the damn neighborhood. Okay? I can't afford to do that, right? And then you got people that won't take care of themselves because they get so used to you overgiving. So I feel like there's a two kind of message here, okay? Of stepping away from these ancestral patterns and becoming new you. And you're being triggered. And you're going to step into this high priestess energy, okay? Because you're going to be leading a new way to do things. Maybe it's the kind of guidance that you get. And again, this is going to cause a spiritual awakening for some of you. All right? So guys, that's no, was there anything else? Healing? Okay, they want me to pull a couple of healing cards. Oh, and a couple of place cards. Okay, let me just pull just a couple. Don't hold back in, dive, go for it. It's at the bottom of the deck. Let's see here. What else do you want to tell them? Oh. Self-care, give from a place of plenty. If you do not give to yourself first, you're pouring from an empty cup. Guys, I put up a morning epiphany about that. Let me shuffle these a couple of times and then see what else. What other guidance do you want to give them? New gifts coming in. You'll get through this. Cosmic ocean. Current dreams, future realities. This is a new beginning for someone, and it's all being woven for you. Okay? So this feels like a big energy. So this may be a whole group of you. Okay? This is one of my favorite decks, guys. It's trying to come out. Plunge. It's time. Hold. It keeps trying to come out. Okay? Dive in. Plunge. Go for it. Dive in. I'm going to be doing a lot more map readings, guys. One more. What's really driving? True motives. Breaking free. Whatever way that you're being triggered, a new you is trying to come out. Ooh! Here goes my scalp. And this is trying to fall out. The sirens, use your voice, expansive freedom. In some sort of way, you're also meant to use your voice. Guys, this always makes me think, if any of you know, I was just looking at her too. If any of you know Eve's Rising Tarot with Natalie, does that not look like Natalie? I swear. Natalie, I'm giving you a shout out. Okay, I swear that looks like Natalie. She's got the same beautiful hair. Real beautiful looking like that. Okay, so the sirens, use your voice. Some of you are meant to go somewhere and, I don't want to say preach. I don't like the word preach, but I'm hearing preach about something, talk about something, okay? Because you're being triggered, and you're stepping into this high priestess energy, okay? So you were breaking free, and again, then we've got to immerse yourself again. Something they're wanting you to see, okay? And what kind of place might we be called to go to? Because I keep getting this one card of a beauty shop, but it's got a door on it. I keep leaving one card in there. I don't know why. I think it's the box. And I'll be damned. Look what's on the split. I'll be damned. And it's upside down. Guys, I just pulled it. Guys, there's something about this fucking card. I don't know what it is. Okay? And look, it came out upside down. Because the next one's right side up. I shit you not. There's something about this card. And if somebody knows or seeing something that I'm not seeing, okay? Maybe there's a duality here in this doorway. Something we're not seeing. Different pathways, or I don't know, guys. And because I don't know. This, I cannot get away from this card. They keep showing me this, and I'm not getting it. Okay? I know it's a beauty shop, but they keep telling me to flip it. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Maybe this has something to do with the planets, or, oh, I didn't think about that. They're saying something to do with the planets, and a new doorway opens. That's very specific. Two planets something about two planets and a new doorway opening that leads to the future that is as of yet unseen. Wow. Okay. Something about two planets and a new doorway opening up. They're pointing out how okay, let me put it right side up for a minute. Okay. You see how it's got the doorway, right? Okay. And these are lights above, right? But look at this light going down that's reflecting in the floor that cannot be seen. That almost looks like that could be a candle, doesn't it? I mean, I know it's a lavatory, or it's one of those sinks you wash your hair in, but it looks like a candle almost. Okay? So maybe this has something to do with two planets and the door of the future that's unseen yet. Guys, that's a message for somebody. Maybe it's a message for me, but that keeps coming up again and again and again. And it was on the damn split. Simple living. Retreat. Dazzling gems, precious metals, handcrafted masterpieces. Maybe somebody's supposed to go somewhere and do something with jewelry or something. That's weird. Okay, so when I first look at this, see these lights up here? I'm thinking, why do they keep telling me to turn shit upside down? But it looks like those sea urchins in the water, right? But those are lights, I think. Or some kind of, I don't know, it's just, which, guys, I realized at some point these cards, I think, are all AI generated. But, oh, wow. We've got that circle back here again, guys. And then here's another one. Guys, maybe there's a message there about the planets doing something. Because it just feels, again, there's two lights. A light there, a light there. And the sun's coming up. And it's a reflection. It's a mirror. Because you look out one side and you're seeing similar, something about being mirrored, guys. That's what keeps coming through. Take that how that resonates for you on the cloud formations. Guys, you all know I look at the clouds all the time. That looks like two eyeballs, seeing something you haven't seen before. Some of you, I think this spiritual awakening, I think some of you are going to start picking up messages, and you might be a little confused by them. It might take you a while to decipher it or unpack it all. Okay? What other kind of places? We also have open grassland there. So this could be definitely like Tornado Alley, guys, where there's a lot of open spaces. Okay, if some of you are being from like Kansas, you know. Ocean, maybe moving from the sea. Water, this is a watery time, they keep saying. So it might be something also. That's going to be upside down. Why is that one upside down? Huh. Court. Higher perspective. Again, going down this bridge, and there's fog there. But yet, you can see there's another end to it, right? Stopping for fuel. Polar extremes, Arctic wonders, icy wonders, frigid realm. The realm, frigid realm. Rendezvous point. Maybe some of you are being called to go somewhere where that's where you're going to find the new partner, the new divine help, the something like that, right? Blazing sun and deserts. Parched earth. Windswept region. Maybe some of you are being called to leave the area you're at because the weather's going to turn really crappy. And it's going to be harder than it was the year before. I'm also noticing these lights around here too. So, all right, guys. So that's some places. This feels like a journey. Guys, you can't make this shit up, okay? Somebody's getting ready to go on some kind of a journey that is really going to lead you into something unexplored. Again, guys, we've got that symbol, okay? Of the, let me turn it upside down. Again, of the circle. Guys, I don't know what that means. Birthplace of dreams. Maybe you're actually being called to go into a place where you're going to have, where your life's going to suddenly take off in a different place, okay? Something to do with the country. Maybe even another country, guys. Maybe some of you are being called to go to another country. Well, again, like I said, guys, some kind of a journey, okay? That's what I'm getting with that, guys. So I'm going to leave it right there. This is definitely a message for somebody from the East region, or maybe it's not even the East. It feels like it's the East Coast of the United States, but and I can't think what's on the other side of that. Africa. And then what's all above that? The England and all that, I think. I'm not good with geography, guys. So, I'm going to be getting a lot better, though, because we're going to be pulling other maps. So, guys, thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. I appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you that have asked for readings, you're going to have to give me a little time and patience to get to them. But we're just going to keep moving on here. So, I don't know who this message was for, but I hope it brought you some kind of clarity, or I hope that, oh, what do they say? They're saying something about, for some of you, you're already seeing these changes show up in your actual reality. Okay? All right, guys. Until the next one, love and light.